Hey guys, my name's Avery, and I, along with my wife Julia, are going to be showing you some tips and tricks about how to start a vegan diet. So, we've noticed over the past couple years, becoming vegan and sustaining a vegan diet can be tough, especially with YouTubers out there who expect you to purge their cabinets and fridges of any non vegan food right away. Now, my wife and I are both full time students and work, and it can be a bit too expensive and difficult to really just jump into veganism. So what we recommend is slowly getting onto the vegan diet by just adding a few meals a week that are vegan and high in protein to help sustain any athletic activity you may be undergoing, along with not spending a lot of money or time maintaining a vegan diet. So what we're going to do is, over the course of the next 5 weeks, present you at the beginning of the week with a few groceries that we would recommend you pick up at your local grocery store. And then we'll be using those same groceries throughout the week to cook and show you how-to cooking videos using just those ingredients to make 5 vegan meals for under $5 that take less than 15 minutes to make. So that's a pretty high bar if you've watched any vegan YouTubers out there. A lot of these people's full-time job is either cooking or athletics. They spend a lot of money and time making vegan diet meals. I don't have that time, Julia doesn't have that time, and we really don't have that much money. So we wanted to make sure this is as realistic as possible. If you get home from work and have school and other things to do, you can quickly produce these meals just by watching our how-to videos. So let's get started. Our first meal, and probably our favorite, one that we have like nearly every weekend, is just an American vegan breakfast with vegan eggs made of tofu and then vegetarian beans that, believe it or not, are also vegan. So I'll present to you the things you need to buy this week, and we'll also push out on Instagram this list that we would love for you guys to pick up on your shopping trip this week. So first, we have Bush's vegetarian baked beans. These run about $1.50 at the grocery store. A pack of tofu, $1.50 to $2. If you go to Walmart, it's super cheap to buy tofu, usually in the same section as you find kale and spinach and even kombucha tea. There should be a little fridge that has tofu. And we're going to be using 1 onion, clocking about 50 cents, and 1 pepper. This could run even $1 if you're at like a health food store. And then the more expensive part, but we're not including it in the $5 meal price because this will last a long time, is some nutritional yeast. Here I just have the brand name that you're going to see at Walmart or Kroger or Target if you are shopping for groceries. But what we recommend is to find a little non-chain health food store, because they'll be selling nutritional yeast out of like larger tubs for a much cheaper price. So a bit of nutritional yeast like this may cost $5 or $6 at Walmart, but you could fill this up for about $1 at a health food store if they do sell nutritional yeast that's not a brand name. And you would go there, bring your little container, fill it up with a scooper, and they'll weigh it out for you at the register, and it's super cheap. But nutritional yeast will give the tofu an egg-like flavor, so you definitely need this super important ingredient, along with some ground turmeric, which also adds to the taste. Turmeric's super cheap. Walmart, spice aisle, go pick up some ground turmeric. And what I like to mix into my eggs, Julia doesn't, but adds just a little carnivorous greens to your meal, is some baby spinach. You can't really see through the mist here, but basically, container of spinach costs $1 at Walmart, $2 if you're farther from places that are growing the spinach. This is going to last you for 3 of our meals here, and probably more than a week if you can keep it cool in your fridge. But we're going to be using the same spinach for the next 2 meals I show you too. So that's meal number 1, just an American vegan breakfast. Meal number 2, it's a little bit more fun, still high in protein. You're going to get over 30 grams of protein in this meal, and that's a gluten-free vegan pizza. So first ingredient, you can pick these up at any regular grocery store, Walmart, Kroger, Safeway. It's just a gluten-free vegan pizza crust. It actually comes with 2. They're about $1.50. And then a small can of tomato paste. These are pretty small pizza crusts, so you don't need like an entire container of pizza sauce or tomato sauce. You can just buy a little 50-cent can and it should be fine. Now you can add any ingredients you want to your pizza, but I love to do mushrooms on mine. And also I use butter beans as like a cheese replacement. So what I'll do is cook my butter beans and put them on top of the tomato paste and season them with a little bit of nutritional yeast to give that cheesy flavor, and then put my toppings on top. Now I also add spinach to mine as well. So back to the container of spinach, and there you'll have 2 vegan pizzas for under $5, super cheap meal. The next is tacos. If you want the American taste or American diet taste in a vegan meal, this is like the go-to. It's super cheap. You can make it with like a vast array of ingredients to really get at whatever you like about tacos. But tacos can be vegan. There's Chipotle restaurant will sell their vegan version of burritos, and most restaurants do have a vegan version of Mexican food, and that's because it's so easy and cheap to make. Here, we're not going to be using tofu in this meal. I try to cut out as much soy as I can from this because soy products seem to be more expensive in America than some other countries. So these are tacos made without a meat replacement. It's basically just a high protein bean version of tacos. First ingredient, canned corn, super cheap. Second, can of black beans, no salt added. One thing you will notice is that all of our meals, they do not have any added oil or salt. Just one thing that I've decided not to put in my diet, but you can always add olive oil and salt to any of these to make them taste better. It's not something I recommend for health-wise, generally. So black beans, they're gonna be the main source of protein in this meal. And then, while I do not use the taco seasonings, I've used the Is It Vegan app, and it says that it's probably vegan. The only thing that could be questionable in here is like natural flavors, but I doubt that would be anything but vegan. These are super cheap, 20-30 cents at Walmart. Make it taste just like regular tacos. You can put it right into your meal in the pan. Next is peppers. You're gonna wanna get a tri-colored pack of peppers to add to your tacos, give it some substance, some super healthy flavors, and a lot of micronutrients. This is the most expensive part of this meal, so if you just want to pick up one green pepper and you like those better, they can be a cheaper option, but these will run for like $2.50 to $3.50 at the grocery store. And what I do to spice up my tacos is get some cayenne pepper. These cayenne pepper shakers are $1 or $2 at Walmart, and they last forever. I mean, you really have to have a mouth for spicy food if you're going to run through this really quick because it is so hot. But I make super spicy tacos using this cayenne pepper instead of taco seasoning. And it is fire. The tacos are awesome. And it's just something you can add to really any food to make it spicy. Now this fourth meal can be a little costlier, and it has one ingredient that you may not be able to find. So if you can't, just skip past this meal and we'll find easier ones to make next week. But it's so good. I found a recipe online for potatoes and chicken, and that sounds like the classic American meal. How can you make chicken vegan? Well, it's not chicken. It's called seitan or seitan. I'm not sure how you pronounce it in your region, but it's a wheat gluten chicken replacement, and it comes just with no flavoring in a box like this, a small pack. And what you're gonna do is throw it on the grill with some barbecue sauce, some hot sauce, and these are like of your choice. If you don't like Sweet Baby Ray's, get some other barbecue sauce. And believe it or not, soy sauce, it is nowhere close to a Mexican meal. I mean, it's nowhere close to a Chinese meal, but this soy sauce adds so much like salt and flavor to it. It's just really good. But these three mixed with the seitan will actually make it taste like a barbecue chicken, and it's amazing. And then for each person that's going to be eating a meal with you, one of those boxes of seitan will definitely be for more than one person. Like, you literally couldn't eat it all on your own. There's probably over 60 grams of protein in that little box, and it can cost $3 or $4. And you don't want to eat that all on your own. You'll be full for the rest of the day. The next thing is to get 2 potatoes per person that's going to be eating the meal with you. And we're going to be making mashed potatoes on the side of the seitan chicken. And then broccoli, but steamed broccoli is what I would do if I had a lot of time. But during the week, what I'll do is just throw some broccoli cuts, some frozen broccoli cuts into the microwave. Take 5 or 6 minutes, and it provides fresh, super healthy food that will get you the micronutrients you need without spending the time of steaming broccoli, which could take 10 or 20 minutes. So all this stuff can be made in just a few minutes. But the simplest meal of all, meal number 5, is just a peanut butter sandwich. So if you're really trying to like dive into veganism and want to find something quick to bring to lunch, even though you don't get a long lunch break, I know sometimes my lunch breaks are only 15 minutes long. Peanut butter sandwiches are a naturally vegan meal. Now, the twist I put on them as an athlete is to get some higher protein powdered peanut butter. This powdered peanut butter here is just a couple bucks at Walmart, super cheap. It has a ton of servings in it, and you're gonna mix a few tablespoons of this with water to use as the peanut butter on your whole grain bread, so you're getting both your whole grains and a huge amount of protein in your meal, whether it be a lunch or a snack, or just taking a hike and just need some food to bring. It's a super cheap and easy meal. So there are your ingredients. I'm going to list them all in the description of this video, and like I said, if you go to our Instagram, you're going to be able to find that same list of ingredients on there. We're going to have 5 slides on Instagram for the 5 different meals, and you'll be able to purchase them on your grocery shopping trip this week. And stay tuned for videos of Julia and I teaching you how to make each of these meals super quick and easy, so you get a high protein, healthy, micronutrient dense meal that's vegan and doesn't cost you much. So thanks for tuning in. This is just the first of many videos to help you this Christmas break get into that vegan diet. See you guys.